Anyone who has graded papers with someone else knows this fight. You give a 4, they give a 2, and you're both right. And the reason is because the grading rubric is really not explicit and it is so vague. So this is Rubric Stress-Tester. It is used by teachers, TAs, or anyone who grades paper. It gives the rubric clear definitions on what to look for, how much to point, what scores for which point, so that anyone who's grading it will be able to give the points consistently. Because pretty frequently the students, they come in and they say, hey, this is the answer I wrote, this is what the rubric looks for, and I scored 3 points lesser than my peer who kind of wrote the same, but he got more points. So in order to avoid all this chatter, we use this to first stress test the rubric and make sure that the rubric is indeed explicit and gives all the evidence. So writing, let's say, should be clear and concise. And we give this 5 points. So we stress test the rubric, and as you can see here, it is now running it. So everything is done using Codex, and all the API calls are using GPT 5.6. So it spots the ambiguity, it generates the answers cause, it generates like two different, pathways where it will be the student X and student Y. If student X, the answer he gives, and now this rubric goes, and student Y, he writes another answer. And if it's graded by teacher who might be a different one who's grading, and then if they follow the same rubric, they score different points. So it gives the points divergence, what should be done, and it also gives the ability to refine the rubric to see what it is. So as you can see here, the reasonable graders, they could split on the words clear and concise, because clear and concise is pretty vague. What do you mean by clear? What do you mean by concise? So you can see here there is reading A and there's reading B. Someone who goes through it, avoid full credit if the writing is really understandable, avoids unnecessary repetition. And reading B also gives it. So as you can see, there is a 1 point change, and then we can reveal the rewrite, and you can see here it gives the exact rubric what to look for and how to grade it, so that when you paste it here and then you stress the rubric again, you can get to understand how the rubric has changed. Because in the first pass, the rubric was just, it should be clear and concise. But now, as you can see, it has clearly split up on what are the ones which deserve the points. It answers 1 point, sentence completeness, unambiguous references, no unnecessary repetition. So if this is the rubric, irrespective of anyone who's grading it, they'll be able to grade it consistently, and the points divergence is gone. So as you can see here, there is no reliable divergence because the rubric has been set so explicit, it's so clear that the teachers can use this to actually agree on the grading and not go back and forth with the students. Thank you.